We have designed a high-interest lesson to teach a group of 6th grade students about copyright using the Assure lesson plan model. We started our lesson planning by analyzing our students. The 24 students in our class are of mixed ethnicities from low to middle income homes. 58% of the students are ELL students, with Spanish being the primary language spoken at home. The students are between 11 and 12 years old, with a 2-to-1 female to male ratio. 1/3 of the students are below reading level or have a reading disability like dyslexia. The students in this class tend to be well behaved. Students can become bored with traditional paper and pencil learning, but do well working with technology and show interest in authentic learning experiences. The 6th grade students are digital natives and are extremely comfortable using the internet. They are able to navigate the internet to find images. Students are able to insert images into a project and can enter and edit text. They are also comfortable with Web 2.0 apps. Our 6th grade students learn best with hands-on activities. Most of the students are motivated when they are able to use their Chromebooks for assignments and are very comfortable with Web 2.0 tools. We take into account the learning differences and needs of our students and make accommodations as needed. In our class, students with dyslexia and below-level reading skills are given extended time, and presentations will include both verbal directions and a repetition of instructions in order to accommodate these students. Next, we aligned our lesson with both state curriculum standards as well as ISTE standards for students. The technology TEKS for 6th grade states that the student collaborates and communicates both locally and globally to reinforce and promote learning. The student is expected to participate in personal learning networks to collaborate with peers, experts, or others using digital tools such as blogs, wikis, audio-video communication, or other emerging technologies. The student is also expected to select and evaluate various types of digital resources for accuracy and validity. And finally, the student is expected to understand copyright principles, including current laws, fair use guidelines, Creative Commons, open source, and public domain. The ISTE standards for students indicate that students should demonstrate an understanding of and respect for the rights and obligations of using and sharing intellectual property. They should be able to create original works or responsibly repurpose or remix digital resources into new creations. The primary objective of this lesson is to introduce students to copyright, fair use, and copyright infringement. The learning objectives are twofold. First, given access to web-based photo sites, 6th grade students will identify an image that does not require attribution. Second, using a meme generator website, 6th grade students will make a meme that shows an understanding of copyright through their words and chosen image. Our next step in lesson planning was to select our methods, media, and materials. In choosing our methods for this lesson, we designed a PowerPoint presentation to introduce copyright to the students. The copyright PowerPoint aligns with the standards and objectives and was designed specifically for this group of students. After the presentation, students will be divided into groups of 3 in order to discuss copyright and work together through project-based learning to determine what kinds of images they can use in a meme that meet copyright requirements. Students will need to do some searching to find photos that they can legally use in their meme. They will work together to solve this problem. The resources needed for this assignment are a computer connected to the projector for the librarian. Students will use their Chromebooks as we are a one-to-one campus and will use the website makeameme.org. We chose to have the students design a meme because middle school students have a high interest in viewing and creating memes. The meme generator was tested by a 12-year-old and it was found to be simple to use without a user manual. The meme generator website is age appropriate and has no inappropriate language or images. In choosing our materials for this lesson, we designed a PowerPoint presentation to introduce copyright to the students. We also created a handout for students as well as an evaluation rubric. The materials were designed to be of high quality with no evidence of bias. The fourth step of the lesson planning is to utilize the media, materials, and methods. When creating this lesson, we used the 5 Ps. First, preview resources. We previewed the meme generator as well as several websites with photos in the public domain. We did a trial run of the meme generator with a 12-year-old. Second, prepare resources. We created the PowerPoint specifically for this class and also designed a handout with definitions and internet resources. Finally, we created a project rubric to assess student learning. Third, prepare the environment. This lesson takes place in the library. Before starting, we will make sure the computers and projector are functioning properly. Fourth, prepare the learners. We will introduce the lesson, reviewing learning objectives, and pass out handouts with new vocabulary and a resource list. Fifth, provide the learning experience. We present the 10-minute PowerPoint presentation on copyright, followed by a demonstration of how to use the meme generator. The next part of the lesson is to require learner participation during our 45-minute library lesson. After listening to the PowerPoint lecture on copyright, students will divide into groups of 3 to create a meme about copyright. Students are given the handout of copyright definitions and useful websites and will collaborate with their group to create a meme about one aspect of copyright law. Using their Chromebooks, the students will search for images that they can use in a meme, remembering that it's not possible to cite images on a meme. Once the students have decided on their image, they will visit makeameme.org to create their own meme. Once their meme is complete, they will download it and share with the class. As the students are working on their memes, we provide feedback to the students about the kind of images they are fighting. We provide guidance if the students need extra help, as well as feedback about the phrases used for the meme, making sure the students are understanding the concept of copyright. Our final step is to evaluate and revise the lesson. We will review the memes both for public domain images and for phrases that demonstrate student understanding of copyright. The rubric shown on this slide will assess the following: the ability to collaborate with the group, creativity in creating an engaging meme, understanding of copyright shown by the ability to find appropriate copyright-free images, and the creation of the final product. We will evaluate the effectiveness of the lesson by talking with the students as they work to create their memes, and also with the final class discussion once the memes have all been completed. The goal is to determine if the students enjoyed using the technology and if it helped enhance their understanding of copyright. After the assessment and evaluation, we might find that we need to tweak the lesson. We might discover that students were highly engaged in creating their memes because memes are extremely popular with middle school students, and that students are excited to create an authentic work. The lesson might reveal that changes should be made for future lessons. For example, students might need more instruction about how to use images appropriately on social media. We could then amend the lesson to include more information about copyright and social media platforms. We will also evaluate the group assignment. Were students eager to work in groups, or would they have preferred to work independently? Were the instructions clear? Did students understand copyright? Were they able to use the meme generator? We will evaluate these items and make revisions as needed for future lessons about copyright.